Welcome to the Body Shop Physical Therapy. I'm Dr. Catherine Price. I'm a physical therapist, and in this video, I'm going to go over the claim that exercise, specifically aerobic exercise, helps to elevate mood. Before I begin, I'm going to speak a word of life from Psalm 139:14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. So our bodies are amazingly designed, and I like to know the how and the why things work. So let's start with the claim that aerobic exercise increases mood. And we can see this when we go out for a run or we do some type of aerobic activity, whether it's swimming, biking, hiking. We usually feel good afterwards, and there's so many reasons why that occurs. But I want to go over one specific. So we know through the literature and research that aerobic exercise can increase serotonin production. Serotonin is one of the 4 neurotransmitters. There are 4 neurotransmitters, serotonin and GABA. GABA is gamma amino butyric acid. Those are the 2 slower neurotransmitters, which are going to be calming. And then we've got our faster neurotransmitters, dopamine and acetylcholine. So aerobic exercise increases serotonin production, and that's the calming that can help us feel good. So how does this occur? Well, if we look at one of the precursors, tryptophan is one of the 20 amino acids that will help to produce serotonin. So it's a precursor. It helps, you have to have tryptophan to make serotonin. And to do that, it's got to get into the brain. And if you can think of let's say a dock that has many different positions or different docking sites for ships, you've got various types of ships. And so let's look at one of the amino acids. It's the ships, and the docks are going to be the area that the ship is going to be placed into to be able to then cross the blood-brain barrier. So our brains are protecting themselves by only allowing certain things in, and you have to have transporters to allow certain molecules or proteins to cross that barrier. And so you've got competing amino acids that want a specific dock to then make it into the blood-brain barrier. So tryptophan is one of those amino acids that is going to cross the blood-brain barrier when it is able to go through using one of the docks. And if you've got other amino acids, and mainly the branched chain amino acids that are docked in its place, they're competing. And so if you have a lot more other types of ships and they're already making it to the dock, and you've got your tryptophan, which is a certain type of ship, it only has so many. So we need that tryptophan in order to produce the serotonin. So how can we do this? This is one of the reasons that diet and exercise is huge to changing our brain chemistry and helping us to regulate our mood. So with exercise, what happens is when you contract a muscle, you're going to promote protein synthesis, and it's going to be a site where it's going to take up the amino acids in order to utilize them to build protein. And so your muscle is going to use the branched chain amino acids. Now, those are essential amino acids, so you can't get them by your own body. You've got to intake them from food and outside substances. So to get that tryptophan, you first got to take it from an outside source, and then you have to contract your muscle to then get the amino acids in the muscle. And mainly the branched chain amino acids are going to be uptaken through the muscle. Now, tryptophan is an essential amino acid as well, so it has to be taken in through the diet as well, but it isn't a branched chain, so it is different, but it competes with other amino acids to get into the brain. So if your muscles are utilizing the amino acids in that pool, that gives more docks available so that tryptophan can get into the brain, and that is then where you are going to have serotonin production. So that's one of the reasons of the how you get increase in serotonin when you exercise. And your muscle mass is a huge sink to uptake those amino acids. So if you're using them elsewhere in your body, it has more docks available so you can get that tryptophan into your brain. Now, you can also get increased sources of tryptophan through your diet. And foods that are high in tryptophan are going to be chicken, egg whites, turkey, soybeans, peanuts, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, milk, fish, and cheese. So those are ways you can get your tryptophan elevated through your diet. So combining your diet with your exercise gives you even more ability to boost that serotonin. That serotonin can help you then feel good. It's one of the feel-good neurotransmitters, and that is one reason that exercise can help regulate our mental health using both diet and exercise. So that is a simple way of thinking of one of the reasons of the how and why we have elevated mood when we do aerobic exercise. And some days I do not want to exercise. I don't feel like it, but I know what it does for my brain and I know how it makes me feel. So I know that if I get out and I do some aerobic exercise, whether I feel like it or not, it will help to change my brain chemistry, and I end up being in a better mood, being able to show up in my family life, my work life, and just showing up in general. So it is nice to know the how and the why so that I know what I can do to better improve the quality of my own life. And I hope this is of help and gives some insight on the importance of aerobic exercise and what it can do for your mental health. I hope this helps, and have a blessed day. Thank you.